it's here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
Today, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the New York Giants versus Deshaun Watson and the Arizona Cardinals.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is...
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Darius Slayton.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On first down, Watson. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of
a good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And I think the ball's out.
Complete to Robert Tonyan.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
on 2nd and 10, Watson. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Murray's pass.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal. But they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, it's Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals 3.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Watson now to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cardinals 6.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And they have been disruptive in the passing game, as we're going to see here.
And it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, you...
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. This is brought in by Gibson. And he loses the football the second time. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards. There, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Kaiser on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 22. 31 yards there and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now Gurley. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Watson's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Watson, and he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Arizona.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That one caught by Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Cardinals first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Murray. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They do go for it. It's Murray. Open man is Robbie Anderson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7. Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Cobb. And he returns this to the 22.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an...
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Micah Kaiser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Push him back. Push him back.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray steps away to his left, finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona.
Ryan Suckup.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
20.
Extra point up and good by Suckup as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And there are of the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Murray. On the move to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan. And it twice, the protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks, down on the field still. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw it, Murray. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point put through by Succop. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cobb on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 15. 27 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Watson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On first down, it's Watson. The open man here, Renfro. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Complete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Onion. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Cardinals.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.